How we doing? My name is Tasman, East, West, North, and South. I am happy to be here. I'm happy for who listens. Remember, subscribe. And it's gonna be part 2 about numbness, the numbness of a society. So I have a little topic we're gonna read on, then we talk about. So you listen for a minute. So I think everything has changed so fast, too fast for us to respond in more of a civilized manner that it makes it more difficult for us as a society, to adapt to such a fast-paced world. When we are numb as a society and as an individual, it's like we're the prototype of the AIG generation to come. I understand, and we understand that we have to work hard together as a nation to build together as a family and as an individual. So just to touch base back on why my thoughts are why I think we're numb as a society and as people in general. It's just the changing of the time, and things happen so fast that in our mind, we are there with the technology, but I think the body is still logging to keep up with it. It's not so much. That's why we reduce time of sleep is reduced in general for a lot of people. I am pretty sure 90% of the population is probably sleeping 4 or 5 hours, unlike you're supposed to get a nice 8 hours or a good 8 hours, or a good 7 hours, at least 6 hours. But I'm pretty sure with that change, there's a few things happen when that transformation of the fast pace changing of the world and technology happen. Is like your mind is with it, but not everything, not your full body. And your full body is what is also the vessel that you need to take along with you for the whole system to function correctly. So with only your mind there and the body's not there yet, that means it's gonna be a breakdown. It's gonna break down in some form of everything is not aligned. So that's how the numbness comes in, and it's getting like, so the people are getting numb because it's like their emotions are left behind. The emotions are left behind, and it's just the face of it's just like it's their representative is with the forward pace of with technologies it's just their face is there, that's their head, but the rest of everything is left behind and still trying to catch up. That's why my thoughts are that we are a bit number than I'm getting more number than we used to be. And I don't think that we used to be as numb, but maybe a little numb, but now we've got number as a whole family. So if you can understand what I'm saying about how we becoming more number, and it's with the pace of technology, which technology is it's good, it's not bad, but also is like our mind, we weren't prepared properly to convert with technology when it did. So with that, and alongside other things, kind of put the human body and mind at risk to be so much more out in alignment and so much less togetherness, because it's a rare occasion now that you will find everything is, someone will call someone and actually talk to someone on the phone. A lot of everything is actually just text, and there's not much gathering outside like it used to be. You used to have a little gathering here and there and you could see people. Now you really don't see much people but at the workplace, and then once you went to the workplace, then that's the last time you see that person for the rest of the day, and the last time you hear their voice for the rest of the day or night also, not until the following day before you'll see that person again. So, and then once the weekend sets in, it'd be a good 3 days before you see that person again, and then everyone resorts back to their little cube, and it's what a home has reduced down to now. It's a cube, which is also a part of causing people to be even more numb. There's not much room anymore for them to open up everything. It's so consolidated, so I've gotten so much smaller. So it's kind of like you cannot open up to express anymore. And with the balance, with that also a part of it, you're like closed into this cube because of how the money and the investment I've been working now is with, you get something smaller for practically more money and less space. You know, you're paying for space. That's what you really pay for. You pay for square feet. When you really actually rent somewhere, you're paying for how much square feet really, you know, because that's how a house is built. And build, it's not just, oh, you're paying for the apartment. Now, that's not what you're really paying for. You're paying for the square feet and stuff like that. So with less space for us to open up anymore, also reduce you opening up as a person and as an individual to anyone anymore, which also cause numbness. So I don't know if you can understand or what I'm putting out there, but I hope it makes sense. So how can we, there's more aspects and there's more side causing more numbness to each and everyone in the society. And not only, you know, it's not only the space, and, you know, there's also what we are putting in our bodies for a lot of different reasons. There's, you know, I think there's a good possibility that we could use more herbal medicine and to treat more severe illness, and that will put more companies to do more research into more herbal remedies and get us out of this generic weird kind of pharmaceutical medicine that we're intaking now in our system, to get us to something more herbal that they still can produce, research, and make their profit and meet their you know, their make good revenue and stuff, but just kind of change the flow of things from so much to so much stuff that's less good for our body, and find something that's more suitable for our system to work with. So that would really help if the big companies would do that. We've been trying to work on cannabis for 100 years in many different ways. How is it like we cannot combine cannabis with turmeric or cannabis with elderberry or with some kind of other herbs out there, ginseng? We can navigate these kind of, we can navigate into these herbal families and find the real medicine and still make good for building business. And we and not only it would be good for a lot of the society, but possibly reduce the numbness of the society, and possibly reduce the obesity situation, because it's kind of like you going out and get a bag of flour instead of going to like getting some vegetables to serve for a meal. It's in that way. So, nothing bad against flour, but with flour you're gonna have a lot of different, it's you're gonna have sugar from the carbohydrate. You're gonna, it's, but from the vegetables, we're gonna have a more something that the system can digest more properly and break down more easily. So that's part 2 of numbness. So if you like in numbness, just like and button up and button up, and we can keep it going. So my name is Taz, short for Tasman, East, West, North, and South. I appreciate you watching and tuning in. Just like, and I will see you again.